Assetto Corsa now has artificial intelligence. The question is the artificial intelligence any good to race against? Now, at the moment, obviously the game's still in beta, so they're still adding features and everything's yet to be finalised and revised. But let's have a look. Now already it's impossible to jump start at the beginning of the race. It doesn't let you do anything until the lights have gone out. The AI are a little bit slow off starts, and they do drive as if they're a little bit drunk. Maybe 2 or 3 glasses worth of wine in them. But at the same time, aspects of the AI are kind of reminiscent of what you would find on a public online server, which is quite nice, and it makes a change from robotic follow the leader AI that you often find in many driving simulators. So if you are not an offline racer, maybe you're not the most skilled of racer. What are they doing? Maybe you're not the most skilled of racer and you just want to have a quick casual race, a bit of a cash, then the AI in Assetto Corsa should provide a good enough challenge. But as you can see, I've set the AI on the hardest setting, which I believe the game calls Alien, which is not as challenging as Alien should probably be, given that I'm really far off the pace on this track and I'm hardly a pro driver, and yet I'm managing to stream through the field. Now, a notable thing with the AI, which is quite cool, is that the skill level of the field, in the first 2 or 3 cars do drive really fast, but then the people at the back of the grid are a lot slower. So it gives you a chance to race against a hard AI setting, and yet you'll still have people that will be good and people that will be bad in the race. Which means if you put it on the hardest setting, it's not the case like in other simulators or some other simulators that the whole field would just race off ahead of you and everyone in the field is essentially the same skill level. What's also cool with the AI in Assetto Corsa, he's making a move up the left-hand side. Mr. Red goes up the left-hand side. Will he be successful in exploiting? What's it? Oh, he's just driven into me. This is what I mean. They've had a couple of glasses of wine. You have the red mist in his eyes there. What else was I going to say? Oh yes, the AI do battle each other, which is quite cool. You'll see them having little fights in front of you where they kind of exchange places a bit, and it looks quite human the way they do it. It's not really been refined yet, because a lot of the time they fight each other in a bit of a wonky way, with them slamming the brakes on and banging into each other kind of strangely. But it is promising, and it is a nice deviation from that generic train track follow the leader AI that you often see in driving simulators. Now, in terms of where they're slow, the AI seems to put the brakes on around the corners in rather strange situations, and they'll sometimes just slam the brakes on for no reason at all, which doesn't really make much sense. So that'd be a nice thing if they could remove that characteristic from the AI. Also, they don't seem to carry enough speed through corners, which is a common problem with a lot of driving simulators. And on certain tracks where the track is always going up the inside again, Mr. Red is going to drive into me again. Shall I let him go past, actually, make it more interesting? Let's see. There we go. Yeah, a common problem with AI in driving simulators is that the cars, they never carry speed through the corners properly. And that seems to be an issue with AC as well. But again, who knows? Maybe it's something that will be improved with over time. Now, another thing that I noticed is that once you pass AI, they seem quite timid in trying to make a move on you. So if you're a reasonably skilled driver and you actually want to practice your defending of a guy that's behind you, they don't really act like people in terms of making a dummy on you or really racing that close to your bumper, whereas a real driver would be, in a lot of situations, would be right on your bumper, putting pressure on you. And once you overtake the AI in Assetto Corsa, they have a tendency to sort of get out of your way rather than putting up a good fight. As you can see now, once the field's spread out a bit, the AI are far more competent. They seem far more comfortable once they've got a bit of space, which you can understand. And in some ways, humans are a bit like that, so you just hope they're a little bit more competent when they were closer to other people. And if Kunos can nail that aspect of the AI, then it'll make the offline experience of racing against the computers a lot more entertaining. See, he's just too slow around the corners. Angry red guy here. I think he can do better. I'm going to try and put a bit of pressure on him, see what he does as I mess up the corner. This car is a really nice car to drive. It's a really good balance between being floaty, tight, not too fast. So it's quite a slow car, but I can just imagine this car being a really good car to race on public servers with lots of people. Whoa, no, wrong gear. Oh, that should have blown the gearbox up. Yeah, this car will be a really good fun car to race with people with varying skill levels. And depending on what their netcode's like, maybe it'll actually allow for a bit of car-to-car contact and a bit of BTC style racing, which would be a dream if they get that working in online. But getting ahead of ourselves, yet to fully implement. I only has 5 gears. They're yet to fully implement full AI, let alone multiplayer. What I always find with AI that's nice is it's a better way to learn a track initially, though I think if you were following AI in this game you wouldn't really learn the track properly because you'd be braking in the wrong places. But it makes for a far more enjoyable experience than racing, just doing hot laps on your own. I'm missing all my gear shifts. I definitely think if you're new to sim racing though, once the field's spread out in AC, it can be really quite enjoyable just driving around, following the AI, and it's quite immersive, and it's really nice watching the suspension travel of the car in front. That's the kind of thing you do on a Sunday evening. You don't go out, you watch the suspension travel of the car in front. Oh, 2 wheels, stunt team. This guy's just too good for me. He truly is an alien. Nothing to do with me missing all the corners, shifting into the wrong gear, and generally not knowing the track at all. Oh, I'm gonna get you, you little bugger. Now you'll notice on certain corners the AI doesn't seem to struggle, they can do it, but then there's specific corners where AI are slow, and this is the case in every single driving simulator. There's certainly a type of corner that computers find difficult. I always mess that one up. Now there's still some sound issues that I think they're fixing with the multiplayer. For example, there's no audio option to turn off opponent or turn down opponent volume. So at the start of the race, all you can hear is 1,000 horns blowing in your ear. By horns, I mean car engines. Oh, come on, I've got to get this guy last lap. Go on! I've got the red mist in my eyes. Oh, come on! Oh no! Oh no! Oh, I see. It doesn't look promising. It's not the racing line. 2 wheels. Come on! No, there's no way I'm catching this guy. Well, there you go. So that was a 5-lap race. At the moment, there are only 5 laps in the races from what you can pick. You can pick a supercar race, you can pick the Formula at Bath, or you can drive the Fiat Punto 500, which is a rubbish front-wheel drive car, which is more like a boat than a car. When you finish the race, fades out to black and you get to see your race time. There's no other ability to click on options at the moment. But as a first jump out of the gate for artificial intelligence, I think it's a good start. As I say, if you're an experienced sim racer that's used to racing online, then I don't think you're going to enjoy it particularly. But in some ways it kind of feels more human than other simulators. In other ways it's a bit erratic and the AI is kind of drunk and a bit suicidal. So all in all, I'd say good first jump out of the gate for Kunos with AI. Looking forward to their updates, and personally I'm looking forward to some good multiplayer rather than the AI. Don't tell anyone that, because it makes people that like racing AI very angry. So thanks for watching this video. Look forward to seeing you in some online races in Assetto Corsa when they get multiplayer. None of this AI nonsense.